Good morning, everybody. Monday morning, a little damp and misty here in Mount Juliet, Tennessee. A little bit of rain. Anyway, had a big weekend for Team Ogre this weekend. We had 4 lifting at the USA Powerlifting Alabama State Meet. Was hosted by Lift Heavy Princess Christina, who is also a coach with Aplift with the team that I'm on. And so it was really cool to meet her, and well-run meet. Had a really good day. Former teammate Ashley Hand, that we called Punch, was one of the judges in the head judge's chair and did a really solid, really good job. I was really proud of her. I know she's worked really hard at becoming a judge and wants to do a good job and is doing a good job. And this sport clearly needs lots of judges. And USA Powerlifting really relies on volunteers. You know, you think about it, all those people you see working those meets, they are volunteers. They do not get paid for their time. So keep that in mind, people giving back to the sport. Quickly, I won't go through the individual numbers. Allie, that we call Allie Shoe, came back to the platform after about a year off and actually hit some PRs. The reason why there's significance there is she was formerly coached by a really good friend of mine who is a great coach, but I changed some things just based on some things that I was seeing recovery wise. It was just time for a change, and that happens. I have people that train with me for quite some time, and I either have to change the programming or it's just time to make a change, and those things occur. And that's the way it was for Allie. And the big thing is we made some changes based on some things that I saw lifting wise and recovery wise. Allie is a former soccer player and has a little bit, I wouldn't say that the knees are a chronic issue, but we have to pay very close attention to them, and we're going to be making some adjustments going forward, with a few things to help with that. But I changed a lot of things. I changed the approach to bench press. We did a few things with her squat form. One was widen her stance and just her head placement as well, and that's taken quite some time to really start nailing down. And then with deadlift, she had been pulling sumo with a mixed grip, and I changed that. I changed her to conventional, and because of the size of her hand, she's got really a good size hand, and I knew that one of the issues she was having with the shoulder girdle and upper body, that hook grip, it would be a long process, but that it would be a good move for her. And turns out that it was, and she had a great day. She struggled a little bit on bench. We're going to address that, but it's a number that she has hit in the gym more than a couple of times. So we know that there was a technical error. It was not a strength issue, and we'll sort that out in the next cycle. But a 7 for 9 day, and very pleased. And now we've got something to work with to increase this total so we can qualify for nationals, which will be the goal. And Classic Raw. Deanna Gertzmeyer made her foray into equip lifting. Now Deanna messaged me, it's probably been about 6 months ago, that she wanted to get into equipment. And I had some stuff, just really basic, old stuff, just to kind of get her started. And we, borrowed and used some other people's equipment until she got her own. And I went very conservative with her initial order of equipment. And again, because there is quite a transition going from raw to equipped, and especially, the more extreme type of gear, so to speak. And so, again, had a great day. Went 8 for 9, missed a 95 bench simply on a technicality. She's actually hit more in training, but the shirt is loose. Now, the big thing for Deanna was, I thought initially we were just going to stay 84 plus and she made the decision about 2 weeks out to cut to 84. It was a significant cut. I'll let her tell the details about that. But long story short, it took a little piss and vinegar out of her, and so we made some adjustments, and but it ended real well. Easily qualified for nationals, and I think she will be a threat for top 5 right out of the gate. So that's a really tough class. You got Natalie Hansen at the top of it, and but it's a great goal to get to nationals and to work and see if you can get on the podium, you know, and that would be a huge get for Deanna, having been a raw lifter for her career. Again, we changed some things with the gear. I had Deanna go out wide and move the bar up just a little bit in placement. Bench, she's got a really strong raw bench, but we went very conservative with the shirt. Used a F6 versus a katana, which now we have a katana, or we have one coming. And again, here's a good time for a shout out for Pete Alaniz and his staff at Titan Powerlifting, Titan Support Systems. I have been sponsored by them at different given times throughout my career, and they've been very good to Wesley, my son, and Melissa Kylo. They took great care of us at different given times in my career, and I am back on with them, getting ready for Equip Nationals and IPF Bench Worlds, and I'm super excited to be working with them again. Pete's an old buddy of mine, and it's like being at home again. So I'm pretty excited about that, and I know Deanna is too. And so knowing what she totaled, which I want to say was 455, that we have more aggressive gear and gear that's going to fit a little tighter. I suspect that those numbers, in fact, I know they will, because she's hit bigger numbers in training, but with that kind of weight cut, you know, and again, the newness, you know, of putting it together on the platform, the big thing that we changed was her deadlift. Deanna is a conventional puller, but I felt like she would respond really well in the gear, pulling sumo and hook grip. Now, she went back to the mixed grip because she's just a little inconsistent with the grip strength. That'll be something that we'll be working on going forward. I really think that will make a tremendous difference for her, and it has. I mean, she's pulled in the 400 range, so I suspect that, you know, we'll be back up in that area fairly quick. So super pumped about that, and you know, now we start training for nationals. I believe Allie's next meet, what she's going to shoot for, is the 5-bar meet in Georgia. Derek Jaworski, who is the head coach and owner of Happy Hollow Wellness, came back to the platform. Now, he had a 6 for 9 day, but we were right there with all 3 attempts. A little bit of a technical error in his final squat. Same thing in the bench. The deadlift was there. He literally was at lockout and popped out of his hands because the tape on his right thumb just broke loose. And so that was one that he had in him. And, you know, Derek's made some really great strides, hit PRs, and he wants to qualify for Classic Raw Nationals, and he's got his eye, you know, on a couple of state records. So, you know, again, another great meet for him. And a couple of little tweaks. I don't get to see Derek very often in person. I'm doing his programming and coaching remotely, but we're trying to work out some things where I can be a little more hands-on with him. But again, a couple of little adjustments, you know, and he's a threat to get all 9 attempts. I was really excited about Mark Gertismeyer. That's Deanna's husband, and you see him at the USA Powerlifting Tennessee meets doing everything, you know, and at other meets where they volunteer. And long story short, and he may not agree with this, I didn't ask him, but he does a lot of things and sacrifices a lot of his efforts to make sure, one, that you, the local lifter here in Middle Tennessee and the Tennessee area, have more USA powerlifting meets, and supports Deanna quite a bit. And so I've come on as coach for both of them. And with Mark, He's doing his own programming. I make some suggestions, and we look at things. We look at video, and he comes and trains when he can, and we tweak things. And so it's very much a collaborative effort, programming, which suits his personality, which I'm for. And he's also very coachable and very open to what I have to say. And again, had a great day. I want to say he went 8 for 9, missed a 275 bench, probably just a little tired. It's something that he's hit in the gym, but he did hit a PR. Big deadlift at 260 kilos. I expect him to be a threat for 600, in short order. And so a super great day of lifting for the team. Adam and Brittany Hasty also made the drive and volunteered spotting and loading all day. So it was a huge day for Team Ogre. And now we will be deloading this week for Big Mike's meet at the SPF. I want to say it's the Tennessee State meet, which will be in Spring Hill, and we're super excited for that. After that, we will be at Swolemates, where several of us will be lifting, including myself, to qualify for Equip Nationals. We'll have a little break after that week, and then it's off to the Arnold. So just hang in there and follow along and enjoy. But congratulations to the team. Congratulations to USA Powerlifting Alabama, and it was a great day, great meet, great venue, and we had a great time, and we will certainly be back. So everybody have a great day, and squats are tomorrow.